is usually the case. And then sometimes I just forget to throw them out. Because if I'm, like, going to bed, I will just,
But why not do that while you're, like, brushing your teeth or you're getting ready?
Also, sometimes I'll be drunk. If I'm drunk, too, like...
It's over. It's the game. It's not even a chance of happening.
Yeah.
There's not even a remote chance.
And more often when I am drunk, I go to sleep here than at my own house.
Is that the case, though?
That is the case, actually, yes.
I don't believe you.
Because whenever I'm drinking, I'm like, Chris, let me sleep over. Let me sleep over. Let me sleep over. And then you ask your parents, and usually they say yes.
Yeah, but what about the nights where you're not even with me? I feel like...
I don't ever drink when I'm not anymore.
I don't believe you.
Dude, I don't keep alcohol at my house.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie. I don't keep alcohol at my house.
Not all the time.
Never. Oh, no. I will take, like, a little water bottle with, like, 2 or 3 shots in it sometimes. But, like, that's, like, every once in a blue moon. And usually that's when I'm going to dinner with my parents so that I can be drunk during it. Are we streaming? We should be recording this. Okay, we are. This is funny.
I've put way more.
You can't put this on the internet. I told my parents about your podcast.
Who cares?
Dude, because my mom...
Why would you do that?
Well, this is why. My mom wanted to have us over for dinner the other night, and you were filming with Charlie and Noah. So I was like, no, we can't come. And then my mom got mad at me about it the next day. So I was like, we were filming a podcast. And she was like, show me it. Show me it. So I went on your fucking podcast channel, and I was like, look, we really film podcasts. You fucking... Why you think I'm lying? I don't know why she thinks I'm lying.
Well,
I wasn't lying. But
that sounds like a lie.
We're filming a podcast. But I feel like I've mentioned your podcast to them before. Like, I've definitely said to my dad before, we're filming a podcast. Because he'll ask me, like, what are you up to? A lot during the day.
Yeah, but if you have never said that before.
But I definitely have.
But your mom has dementia.
Yeah, basically.
And your mom's retarded.
Don't say that about her. She could be watching. Love you, Mom.
She's not watching. There's no way she's watching. Could you imagine?
You're right. She wouldn't. She's not a podcast person. She's not a person who would listen. First of all, she can't hear very well, so she would much rather watch something on TV than listen to something. So.
Could you imagine? She listens to the whole episode.
She'd get too bored.
She can't hear anything.
Well, she
can tell you one thing. She listens to like 3 full episodes. I heard you like
cherry pie in the podcast.
She just makes shit up as she listens. She's like, I think that they're talking about abortion. I think that they're talking about Holocaust.
That is often the topic we talk about.
I couldn't find a punchline there.
Yeah,
I went for it.
You went for it, and you bordered anti-Semitism. Just a little.
It's always the safe goat. If you don't have a good punchline, always. Just the zinger. Straight for it. Mm-hmm. What else? Did you hear about Nancy Pelosi?
She's been dead for a while. You know me and Nancy Pelosi have the same birthday. Doesn't it suck? You're not talking about Nancy. Wait, yeah, you are. Isn't she dead?
No. Nancy Pelosi's not dead.
Is she not the one I have the same birthday with? Am I confusing her with something else? Let me look
if you have the same
birthday... if you're going to say something about astrology, she was born so many years before me. The planets were in such different positions in the sky. We don't even have the same moon sign. The only sign we share is our sun sign.
Well, these are lies.
Date of birth doesn't matter.
Moon sign. Dude, when people...
Your moon sign... The moon sign changes almost every day. It changes every 2 days.
You sound like you're in a cult.
Okay, I don't sound as much like I'm in a cult as those vegans who refuse to eat cooked food. Have you seen those vegans?
Well, okay, you're diverging.
Yeah, because I don't want you to make fun of me. Let's make fun of the vegans.
But I want to make fun of you.
Okay, wait. Does she even have my birthday? Yeah, she does. She's 82. Goddamn.
Why don't you ever just tell me to look stuff up for yourself on the computer so that we can show people what you are looking up?
Well, yeah, we should do that. Just so you know, I was looking up Nancy Pelosi's birthday. It is, in fact, March 26th, 1940, which is not my birthday, but the first 2 parts of that are my birthday.
The first two parts?
The March 26th part, not the 1940 part. I was not.
So you have the same birthday as Nancy Pelosi.
Yes. But I, however, am not 82.
Are
I
you
was
a
not
witch?
born on the same day as
I
her.
think you're a witch.
I am not a witch. That is, again, bordering anti-Semitism. Come on.
Is Nancy Pelosi Jewish?
Why are you? But you said I am. I'm Jewish.
Well, no, you're a witch because you're
kidding.
born on the same day as Nancy Pelosi is what I'm saying now.
Okay. You know who else was? A lot of people. The dad from Good Luck Charlie. Okay. That wrestler who I really like.
He sucks. He's fucking whacked, dude.
Look up March 26th on famous birthdays. Honestly. You know who? Do you remember the Catch Me Outside girl?
Sure, yes.
She's March 26th.
Of course she is.
Right? Doesn't astrology make sense now?
Well, you're March 26th.
Yeah.
I need to break up with you.
Can you just
Every time we do a podcast together,
March 26th.
I get a conclusion that I need to break up with you.
Okay, well,
for a multitude of reasons.
Then we wouldn't be able to do these podcasts anymore, so.
You're right. You're too good of content.
Right?
So.
Famous birthdays, March 26th.
The problem is that I'm retarded, so I have a hard time looking things up.
You can let me do it. I can type real fast.
I know you can.
Oh my god, Gucci, the founder of Gucci.
Gavin. Oh, Gavin. You know Gavin Marcus.
I don't.
Why not? He's 15 pop singer. Gavin
How is he number
Magnus?
1 and Keira Knightley's number 6?
He's number 1.
How is she above Diana Ross? Come on. That's an abomination. Dude, Sam
Diana
Pepper.
Ross
Get out. Do
birthday?
you know who Sam Pepper is, dude? He's this YouTuber who would legit just sexually harass women in his videos and like do weird ass shit.
Now that sounds like content. I don't know about you, but that to me.
I don't know who True Boy JoJo is, but we got the same birthday.
Well, how do you not know who True Boy JoJo is?
I don't. Cause I don't. Let's actually look up Truly Boy JoJo. Who's Jonathan Groff? I feel like I know that person, but I don't. Like he's definitely been in stuff I've seen, but I can't put like a movie to the face. He was in Glee. Of course, he was in Glee. Oh my god. And he was in Hamilton. My god. I know him from Glee.
TikTok star? I love how you can be famous just from being a TikTok star now.
I actually used to follow her page, Taylor. She's sweet.
That's very strange,
sweet.
though.
Seems very sweet.
Imagine getting...
I didn't know Keira Knightley and me had the same... Oh my god, James Caan died? Who is he? He died recently. 2022. Do I know him? Oh, I do know him. He was in The Godfather.
Yeah. James Caan. But this just happened. Everyone was talking about
and
it.
El Dorado. I never saw... maybe I'm just disconnected from...
I think you are. I saw it on a bunch of dudes.
Oh, wait. No,
Kenny
I did see something about this. But then the other guy from Goodfellas didn't... maybe it wasn't Goodfellas. He was from another movie who died within, like, a very similar...
Maybe I'm getting that guy mixed up with James Dean.
I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
Let's move on.
I don't care that much either way. But no, Nancy Pelosi. Did you hear?
I love how Nancy Pelosi wasn't in the top 10 on the famous birthdays list.
She's a witch.
I did not hear. Is she dead, finally?
The Wicked Witch. No. She got on a plane to Taiwan, apparently.
Why?
I don't know.
No one knows?
No, well, people know. I think...
But we don't.
Well, something's going on with China, apparently, is what people are speculating, is that China is planning on invading Taiwan, so we need to go over there and do something preemptively, or...
Why would Nancy Pelosi go there? Not, like, someone in the military? Like, why are they sending... Do you remember when they...
What, did I say Taiwan?
Yes.
Okay.
Chinese unleashes wave of military drills around Taiwan after Nancy Pelosi's trip. They fired missiles at Taiwan? This was 12 minutes ago. This article.
Oh my god, wait, they fucking fired?
Yeah.
Wait, they fired missiles?
It says fires ballistic missiles around Taiwan. I don't think they... I think they... Did they fire them into the ocean? Like, was it like a warning? Because it says around.
I think it was around.
Oh my god, and you can't view the fucking article.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, no. Here, you just put the automotive brands you've heard of, and then it'll let you see it. You've heard of all those. You've not only heard of Lexus. No, only put Tesla. It says which ones would you purchase.
Dude, okay, bro. Like,
I'm just kidding.
just give me the fucking article, bitch.
China fired a series of ballistic missiles into waters close to close to ports in Taiwan and conducted other military drills on Thursday in an attempt to punish the country for hosting a visit to U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. I don't know why I said Senator. I apologize.
It's so strange that they're sending Nancy, though, like you were saying. Like, she's the one that's going.
Why send the House Speaker? What is she... Why did she visit there?
Well, she's third in command, right?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, she's third in command.
That's
so
crazy. So
Biden dies, and then Kamala
dies.
Gets assassinated. Nancy Pelosi's president.
Dude, people would want her to get impeached so quick. Like, it would be like the opposite of what happened with Trump. Everyone who's not a liberal would be like, impeach her, impeach her, impeach her.
I have no idea how that would play out.
That would, I think that's when America's goes.
Yeah, that would break. That would definitely break America.
It would.
Biden dying alone. People hate Kamala more than they hate Biden. Yeah. Even Democrats don't like.
Well, Kamala's done fucked up shit with the police.
Yeah, she's locked people up for marijuana charges and then laughed on podcasts about smoking marijuana. Yeah. And then also she promised to get people impeached who are in jail for marijuana charges, and that never happened.
Did not happen. Would have happened if Joe Jorgensen was president. I'll tell you that. Would it have? Maybe not very fast, but I do think that, because she said that she wanted to do that.
Yeah,
and I believe her. I don't know why, but I do.
We've never really given a third party a chance. I wonder how much that would really disrupt everything.
Didn't Bernie run third party one year?
I'm not sure.
Or am I crazy? I might be crazy.
He might have talked about it and then not done it. That's possible. So you might have picked that up and then thought or whatever the fuck. But, I mean, it's possible. He mainly was third party. He was never really Democrat. Mm-hmm. His view... Why are you looking over there?
Sorry, I was looking at myself.
Why are you looking at yourself?
I don't know.
Well, you've been looking over there like the whole podcast.
Okay, I'll stop.
But no, going back to Bernie, right? He really wasn't a Democrat, like a traditional Democrat, right? He didn't really follow party lines, which is why they fucking kicked him out. Yeah. They fucking fucked him over. So.
And I just agree or disagree with Bernie. I do think he's too old to be president. I think we need to stop. And he's only a year older than Joe Biden. I think Joe Biden's too old, too. I think we need to stop electing old people into presidency, like, over 66. That's a weird age. Over, like, late 60s. Mm-hmm. 69's pushing it.
Yeah, but, I mean, look at all of them, right? Like, Bernie...
Okay, Obama was young. Am I crazy? Did I just think Obama was, like, 40?
Obama was... I don't know how old Obama was. Obama was on the younger side, but he still wasn't young.
I think he just looked younger than
We've never had a president in their 30s.
Yeah, no, he wasn't in his 30s.
We need a president in their 30s.
I don't think you can be president before 35.
Yeah, you can't. I thought it was 36. But it
might be 36. I mean, it's very difficult. Well, yeah, I think it's after 35. So, like, you can at 36. So, like, we're both right. Maybe.
Yeah, that's probably right. I assume that's right. But, yeah, I feel like you need to be in that job in your 30s,
but, like,
right?
Andrew Yang was very young, and we saw him like kind of fail to get on the ballot mostly because of his horrible campaigning. The thing about these young people is that they do not have the resources that a 60-year-old who has been in politics, or 70-year-old even more, who's been in politics for 40 years has. You know what I mean?
So how would you even get started, right?
Yeah.
And Andrew Yang went for mayor of New York and lost it, right?
I believe so.
So he's not doing anything. Is he trying out for anything right now?
I'm not sure. I haven't really heard much about him in the past, like, year.
That's so strange. He was being talked about legitimately for president. I did want Andrew Yang and Tulsi Gabbard for it. That would have been the best presidency maybe of all time. Legitimately. Like, that could have been one of the best cabinets we've ever had in the United States history, and it just didn't happen. I don't know what to do, though. Like,
People
what do you
rather vote for old Joe.
No, it was so crazy how, and I was listening to this podcast the other day, and Joe Rogan had somebody on, and he put it really, really perfectly. He said that up until 2016, people voted because of the party that they loved. Mm-hmm. But after 2016, they voted because of the hate of the other party. So if you voted for Joe Biden, it wasn't because you loved Joe Biden or the things he stood for. It was because you hated Donald Trump.
Yeah, and even all liberals will admit that was their whole campaign. It was all, settle for Biden, guys. We know he's the worst, but we need to get Trump out of office because he's even worse. Okay, guys, settle for Biden. That was like basically his campaign slogan on fucking social media. But like, if they had taken that energy and put it into a third-party candidate, I truly believe it could be possible for a third-party candidate to win, because that campaigning was extremely successful. So many people voted for Biden just to get Trump out of office.
Did you hear about, what was it? There was, I forget who it was, but one of Joe Rogan's friends made a Twitter page. It was a 2020 United or something like that, where he was trying to find another alternative candidate other than Trump or Biden, and they got banned from Twitter. Twitter banned them. Yeah, completely.
Really? That wouldn't happen now with Elon Musk. I'll tell you that.
Hopefully not. Well, he still hasn't bought it, right?
Yeah, he still doesn't have like control over it.
But they're loosening things up now that he's trying to buy it, because I think that they're realizing that people don't want that, and someone's gonna come in and try and steer the ship the other way, the way Twitter's running things with all that banning shit.
Who cares? Like, I don't really like. I'm kind of neutral on Elon Musk. Like, there's a lot of things that he does that I think are great, but what he stands for, the way that people worship technology on the West Coast, that whole thing, that I have a lot of problems with. But Elon Musk, so I'm very neutral on him. But I don't care if he owns Twitter. Like, how does that affect me as a Twitter user? I'm still gonna see all the people's tweets I want to see, unless he starts mass banning people, which is like the opposite of what he says he's gonna do. So I just don't really get why you would want to keep him off. Like, what's the point?
Well, because of the fact that they want control. The people at Twitter's the CEO, the people running the place. I'm talking about the CEO.
I'm talking about, like, just people, users of Twitter, who don't want Elon Musk to take over.
Well, because they like that it's left. And that's the true hypocrisy, is that when Elon Musk buys it, they know that it's left-wing. And it shows that. And this whole idea of that, oh, no, it's not left-wing, it's up for judgment of what it is. If you're upset about Elon buying it, you know why. It's because it's left-wing, and you don't want it to change. And there's no other reason why you would be upset other than that. So it's 100% left-wing. Twitter's a left-wing leaning company, and it supports that. So when Elon would buy it, it would completely change, because like Trump might be back.
I think low-key, here's the thing.
Yeah, it was entertaining as fuck.
Exactly. I don't want to get canceled for saying this, but I miss Trump's Twitter.
He's great.
It's so funny.
He's great.
So funny. I look at his tweets about Robert Pattinson literally a couple times a year, and I laugh my ass off.
He's hilarious.
A funny dude.
He's a comedian. He should be a comedian.
He should have been a comedian. Dude, he would be such a good comedian. I would love to watch it. Like, watching him do, like, his presidential speeches kind of feels like watching stand-up sometimes.
It absolutely is.
I would so watch him do stand-up.
It 110% is. He's a showman. Mm-hmm. He's a showman. And when you see that, he just has that great fucking timing that you need to be funny. When he's on those interviews and talking all that shit to them. And when he's like, I forget one interview or whatever the fuck, it was, this interview was asking him, is it true that you called, or is it true that you call women whores or whatever the fuck? It was like some offensive thing for women. And he goes,
some offensive thing.
Only Rosie O'Donnell would say this thing.
I love Rosie O'Donnell. She's the best.
But that's funny as fuck.
Funny.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
He's funny.
And so, like, comedy always wins.
And you remember the whole controversy of, there was that video of him on reality TV where he was like, grab him right by the pussy.
Yeah.
Talking about women. Yeah. If he was a comedian, the reaction to that would have been much different. Because you don't want that guy as your president.
No.
But you totally want to see that guy on a stand-up.
For sure.
Right?
If you have a comedian going around and he's talking about grabbing girls' pussies and he's telling other people to grab them by their pussies, I want to see that person on stage.
Yeah. Because I think the thing is, people do not think Trump was joking when he said that. And maybe he wasn't joking. But if he was a comedian, it would be like, oh yeah, it was just a joke. But people see that as Trump admitting to rape.
I think that he jokes, but he doesn't want to admit that he's joking because he doesn't want to give that, like, power away.
He doesn't want to ruin the character.
It's almost it's almost a character for him at this point that he says obnoxious, crazy shit.
The fucking spray tans, the hair bleaching, it's all part of it.
They're totally jokes. He's totally making jokes, but I don't think he wants to admit that.
Let's be honest.
His fan base knows that they're jokes, and that's all that matters to him.
Let's be honest. Trump is one of the most well-known people in the world right now. He did a great job making a name for himself.
I don't think that there's anybody else other than, like, Michael Jackson.
He will not be forgotten for a very long time. He will be taught in history books for a very long time.
Crazy.
Dude, imagine a teacher in, like, 70 years pulling up Trump's tweets. This is so great.
Like, I cannot imagine. I couldn't take history class seriously. Learning about, like, today, that shit's so ridiculous. Even learning shit about the 90s is like...
But it's so much more fun to learn about that shit.
Yeah, for sure
I was so bored learning of anything before the late 1800s.
Yeah, but I guess so. I'm way interested into that, like, all of history. Like, I really like Egypt shit.
Yeah, I like really early history. I don't like the middle shit.
I love the middle shit.
I'm not into the
all
middle
the
shit.
Genghis Khan stuff and this whole century of death and destruction and the plague and the Renaissance. And
I really enjoy learning about Mesoamerica, though. I think Mesoamerica is very interesting.
Mesoamerica?
America before it was colonized. But both of the Americas, like, that covers, like, South America. Because we don't get taught about the indigenous tribes of South America a lot. No. There's a lot of rich history there. I mean, they get taught it in schools in South America, but, like, there's a lot of rich history there.
No, and there is a weird thing about Egypt, and I've never seen the pyramids, but I do want to go see the pyramids. I really, really do. I think that's so interesting. But going back to what I was trying to say about learning stuff, if it's after the 70s, it gets a little funny for me. Like, they're talking about fucking our president getting a blowjob in the White House.
Yeah, like Bill Clinton.
Like,
Stop.
What? what? And then they're talking about Afghanistan, and they're like, this is the exact same thing as Vietnam.
Yeah, like we just learned about this, didn't we?
Yeah, this is a play-by-play. How in the fuck did anyone buy this? Yeah. Are you fucking crazy? This is insane. You're seriously buying this shit? And then you have the 2008 market crash, and you're like, what was happening? What were these motherfuckers doing?
No, I actually watched a documentary about that in class. I don't remember if it was my study hall or if it was an econ. I don't think it was econ, but it might have been.
Like, the way you should learn about history through that is like watching Arrested Development.
Dude, Arrested Development taught me more about the Bush era than school ever did.
I know.
And 21st Century Breakdown by that's not what the album was called. Yeah, it was. Isn't that what the album was called?
21st Century Breakdown.
Yeah, by Green Day. That album taught me more about the Bush era.
I cannot imagine, like, because you get through the Vietnam, and then you have World War II, and World War I, and the Korea War, and all those things. So you take all that super seriously, right? And then there's racism, and there's so much shit happening. And then after the 70s, you get to Ronald Reagan, and you're like, what is happening?
What was he doing with Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah, what's going on?
He was an actor?
And then you have Clinton. And you have fucking Bush. And then you have Obama. He might be selling things to the Middle East.
Might be selling things
ignore that.
Just a little bit.
And then you have Trump. Like, we've had, 40 years of
run of presidents was
clown presidents. Clowns.
I mean, there were a bunch of shitty ones before that, but a lot of the shitty ones were then followed by great ones.
Great ones.
Is the thing.
We haven't had, a Roosevelt in a while. Mm-hmm. And Roosevelt was, wasn't fantastic. He was good, but... we haven't had, a good...
He was the one with the plan, right?
Yeah.
Square deal and the new plan. I remember all of that.
I think so.
Came up with a new plan, because the old one wasn't good enough.
What... Isn't that crazy? Wasn't it, he was Republican, right?
He was, I believe.
And he was all about wilderness conservation. Mm-hmm. That is crazy.
We have not had a president that gives a fuck about the environment in a while.
No.
And we need one right now. But that's the one thing that maybe Bernie would have been good for. Bernie cares about the environment more than any of the other candidates
Bernie cared about the environment in a genuine way, and not we should try and start figuring out solutions. He wouldn't have been all these other people.
But he would have given government funding to it, is the thing. Which I don't think is a waste of money.
Or set up a panel or something. Mm-hmm. The problem is that you get these guys in there who want to give funding to one simple solution, who that shows that they have it. It's for optics. When you give a small amount of funds or whatever amount of funds to a specific one or a simple solution answer to a complex problem like global warming, right? Mm-hmm. That's all for optics, because that you're not genuinely fixing the problem. You can't fix global warming with a simple solution. It's just not possible. It's
sad to admit, and I don't want to think this, I do not think we will fix global warming.
No, it's over.
I really don't. They say we have 7 more years. We have 7 more years to make it habitable for maybe 100 or 200 extra years. We are not going to prolong the Earth's life for another 100,000. Civilization, you know how we talk about, oh my God, people studying us in 1,000 years? That's not going to happen. I truly do think that humans will be wiped out long before anyone will have a chance to study our civilization.
Unless Elon Musk gets it to Mars.
But who's he going to take? Not me. Not you.
He's taking me.
He's not taking you. He's taking the rich people and only the rich people.
He's taking me.
He's taking the rich people and only the rich
people. It's
going to happen just like it happened in Big Mouth.
No, he's going to come. Shut up.
No. That episode of Big Mouth was, absolutely outrageous. But the whole how the world ended was kind of realistic. Where it was literally all these rich people just going up to space. And they left everyone else there to die. And the people were, going crazy. That's totally what's gonna happen. I don't give a fuck. That's gonna happen.
So what? All their technology would be gone?
The rich people?
Yeah.
No, they take it all. They're gonna have a huge spaceship. Okay, this is gonna be a very long plan.
This seems ridiculous.
It doesn't seem ridiculous to me.
No, this is not realistic.
You don't know what they're capable of.
You said this is realistic.
This is why you have to become one of them.
You sound insane.
You sound insane. I don't have schizophrenia.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is that poster talking to you? It's not real.
What?
The poster.
Shut up. I know.
Are you sure you know?
Yeah.
I don't think you do. You know, I said before in this podcast, when we do one, I find out that I should break up with you every time. Mm-hmm. I think I find out, too, that you should be in a mental hospital.
No.
On, like, multiple care.
No.
For the rest of your life, maybe.
No.
Do you have the ability to plan out your week and go through with it?
Do I?
Yes.
Like every single thing I do?
Mm-hmm.
Like what I eat for breakfast?
No.
like how much planning are we talking? Like, yeah, I can go to work every day of the week that I plan to go to work. I can hang out with you every day of the week. Like, for the most part, yeah.
Okay.
This week I didn't because I got scared that I had monkeypox. Let's talk about monkeypox. I am deadly afraid of monkeypox. And for people who are going to sit here and like, you had a party during COVID. You didn't care about COVID. No, I did not give a fuck about COVID. I do not care if I get COVID. COVID is not going to give me blisters on my asshole. That is nasty. I do not want fucking holes in my face and like literally disgusting. Like, I'm sorry, but it is not wrong to care more about getting monkeypox than COVID. And so many people are making posts like gotchas for the people who didn't care about COVID. I don't give a fuck.
Nah.
What are you nang?
Nah.
You don't care if you get fucking holes and blisters all over your ass and penis?
I got a rash right here. I don't know what it's from. You think it's monkeypox?
Well, monkeypox is not likely to show up on your arm. It affects the hands, feet, face, butt, and genitals.
You don't want a little genital rash?
I really don't. That should only be from STDs. That should only be a consequence for people who don't want to use condoms on their hookups, okay? I shouldn't be able to get that type of shit from washing a dish at work with someone's saliva on it.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do,
like,
right?
I've been, like, at work, I've been wearing gloves the entire time, no matter what I'm doing, and then changing them as soon as I take them off. Like, I will go into the bathroom with gloves on. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I mean, you do what you gotta do. You wear a mask?
At work?
Yeah.
Masks aren't going to protect you from monkeypox. It's mostly from It's mostly going to be from surface contact. You can get it from respiratory droplets in the air, yes, but like, I just run away from people if they sneeze and don't cover it, or if they cough and don't cover it. I just don't go near people like that.
You just take off sprinting.
Yeah, if I see someone go, just fucking run the other way. You ain't sneezing on me today.
I just shoot those people.
You know what? I should start doing that.
Yeah, it's really easy and fun because they like go achoo,
and you're like, and then they're like,
yeah. Well, no. It's the surprised look on their face right before I shoot them and kill them, and they know that everything they've done in their entire life has led them to this point of sneezing in front of me. To them, it all ending right now in the pure joy on my face from their terrifying.
This is gonna get you on a watch list.
I hope it does. Maybe my podcast will grow then.
No, honestly, if your podcast does grow, you should do. There's a thing you can do. I don't know what it's called, but you can basically ask the government to hand over all their documents on you to see if they actually have anything on you. You should do that.
What?
Yes, you can actually do it. I forget what it's called because this TikToker who she basically keeps saying she wants to nuke the moon. I love her. She's this Jewish girl and she basically says if things are kosher or not, but like not normal things. Someone will be like, "Hey, are minions kosher? Can I eat minions?" And she'll like do it. But then she also talks about nuking the moon. So she wanted to know if she's on.
I don't know if you should trust TikTokers that much.
No. But like, listen, this is a smart girl. Okay, this is a real thing you can do. I looked it up. But I forget what you do.
You know, TikTokers are below podcasters.
There are TikTokers that are podcasters. So, joke's on you.
Are they though?
Yes.
If you were on TikTok before you started a podcast, I don't know.
So you don't respect the BFFs podcast?
No.
Josh Richards.
If they started a TikTok account before a podcast, no.
Josh Richards was one of the. He's one of
that doesn't count.
The top TikTok famous people.
Dude, because those people sound retarded as fuck.
I don't know. No.
Have you listened to them?
I have. It's not like horrible.
It's bad.
It's not that bad.
Have you listened to what they do? Or there's Tim Dillon did a podcast or at some point or whatever the fuck it was, where he played a clip of influencers explaining what an influencer is, and they just sound like the most think about the most retarded child in school, and then if you opened and cut up their brain and just poured Mountain Dew inside, you just poured a bunch of Mountain Dew in their brain, and then they started talking. That's how they sounded in this clip. Mm-hmm. So I don't. And the thing is with TikTokers, right, is that it's about lip syncing. You know,
it's about being hot.
That too.
No,
so
it's just about being hot.
So it's about lip syncing and being hot. Two of the most shallow things to ever exist ever. And a podcast is built on authenticity.
That's in the beginning, it was definitely everyone on TikTok who is famous was getting famous for being hot. And the most famous people are all still famous for being hot. But there are a lot of people who are growing from other things on TikTok too, which I find great, except they don't grow to the point that these influencers like the D'Amelios and fucking Lil Huddy and these motherfuckers grow.
Right, and those are the people that represent TikTokers, unfortunately. These are the faces of...
Addison Rae's new song, though?
Yeah.
I like it.
And and that's the problem with some things where if it stands out and that's the showman, people are just gonna fucking nobody talks about female podcasters because of Call Her Daddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say except Call Her Daddy.
But no one wants to talk. But that all guys hate her podcast. I hate her podcast. I don't like
her voice. I haven't listened to a full episode of Call Her Daddy.
Neither have I.
I really don't like her voice.
I can't with her voice.
And I also feel like she's kind of indoctrinating young females into hookup culture, which is something that I don't stand for. And I don't think working with Barstool Sports was a good idea, but...
Yeah, so, and she just talks about, sucking dick.
Yeah, exactly. And, teenage girls listen to us.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying when I'm saying indoctrinating.
That is crazy. That is crazy that girls want to talk shit about guys watching porn and then they'll go and Call Her Daddy.
Okay, but they're not listening to Call Her Daddy and masturbating. That's not the point.
That's crazier.
They're listening to it to get tips on how to suck dick.
That's insane.
You don't understand the lengths that women will go to please men. It is insane. Women will listen to this shit like it's a Bible and use everything that this woman says to try to get
learn from a podcast.
And here's the thing. Alex Cooper is hot as fuck. Not all this is gonna work for all the girls listening. The shit that she's doing, a woman who was less attractive than her isn't gonna be able to do, and she doesn't recognize that at all. Her kind of privilege.
I hate that so much.
Me too.
When girls do that shit. Oh my god, and they don't recognize that they're pretty at all.
Yeah, dude, it's so much easier for you than it is for some other women.
Did you see that clip of Jim Carrey talking to Margot Robbie?
Mm-mm.
It's hilarious.
You want to pull it up?
Sure. I shouldn't,
You shouldn't?
Well, I shouldn't try and talk it, because I'm gonna fucking butcher the joke.
And then I won't laugh, and it'll just be awkward.
Yeah, it will just be awkward.
Does it make you uncomfortable having the same name as one of the Kardashians?
No, not at all.
No? You spelled her name wrong?
I spell everything wrong. How have you not learned this?
Oh my god. So I thought her name was Margaret Robbie for a very long time because I thought that's how you pronounce that. I thought that's how you spelled Margaret. I don't know why.
Let me see if this is... Why is it like this when Jerry exposed her? What the fuck?
Oh, it's like one of those Snapchat rundowns.
That's so stupid.
Just give
Facebook. Me the clip, dude.
I've never been to Australia. You haven't?
Okay. I think this is it. I think so. I've only seen like part of it. It's definitely the same night. I know. I don't know if this is the exact clip of him saying.
Ever been? I know so many people from Australia, and I wanted to talk to you because you're amazing, and I'm so excited for you. It's incredible.
I thought she was British.
You have with your obvious physical disadvantages. That's just pure talent.
But she took that really well, I thought. I thought she took that really fucking well.
I feel like if she wasn't a great actress, she would have taken it harder. Like, if she genuinely only got famous for her looks, she probably would have been more offended.
Yeah, but
she didn't.
But you tell Margot Robbie that you're only famous for your looks.
And that's not true.
And, like, she's gonna, like, okay.
Like, she's a great actress.
I'm one of the best actresses of all time to ever exist. You could easily say I am the best actress of all time.
All time.
And yeah, who else? Seriously. She's easily top 5.
Here's the thing, I just don't know enough about the actors before 1970 to ever say stuff like that. Because I know that there were like television shit like
here's the thing. The actors and actresses like pre-1970 all suck. So you can all discard all of them. That's the thing. This is the thing that people don't realize about, like, film, really, is before the 70s,
I know,
everything sucked.
I've seen many Marilyn Monroe films. Like, it was good for her time.
Yeah.
It would not be good for today.
No.
By any means.
Marilyn Monroe was not that great of an actress. She really was not. She
was
had
more
fat
famous
tits.
for her iconic look.
She was fat tits. And she was nice, dude. Nice.
She's nice.
Okay.
She was nice, and I'm a high value male, so I could grab her. I could scoop her up.
Well, at that time I could have. At that time I literally could have just grabbed her.
Stop. That's fucked up. Don't say that shit. Don't say that shit. You never got me Pirate's Booty. Before the podcast, I literally said, go get me a bag of Pirate's Booty, and you didn't.
No.
And I didn't remember until now. It's been 42 minutes. Are you kidding?
You don't get it.
Go get it.
No.
Okay, after. Yeah, no, Margot Robbie is really, really good, though. She's definitely the best actor of our decade. Actress, sorry.
Of our decade?
Of our generation.
Oh, actress for sure. Like, actor in general, like...
Who do you think the best actor? Male.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
But I don't consider him our generation. He got famous in the 90s. Margot Robbie got famous way later than him.
Okay, Michael Mando.
Okay.
Legitimately Michael Mando. Who else? I think it would be Michael Mando. I mean, it's just
guy?
two of the best performances ever of all time. Mm-hmm. And it's his first 2, so we'll see what happens afterwards, right?
I hope he gets great roles from playing Nacho. He should. If he doesn't, that's an abomination. It's an abomination that he didn't get an Oscar nom.
Oh my God!
I mean Oscar. I always say Oscars when I mean Emmys. Emmy.
Yeah, Emmy. Everyone knows what you're talking about.
I mean, you all know.
Oscars, Emmys, they're all the same corporate bullshit thing that doesn't make anything sense. The fact that Michael Mando didn't get an Oscar, Emmy, blah blah blah, is like almost proof. Like almost proof. Like how do you look at that show and you go, yeah, we should nominate him. Not good enough.
Let's just stick with someone else. Let's nominate everyone from Succession instead.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Why is Succession so...
I watched one episode of it, and it's, like, funny.
I want to hate it, though.
Like,
I'm going into it and wanting to hate it.
I mean, I don't want to hate it, though, because there's this actor in it who I really like.
But I want to hate it so bad because of how many... nominations they're getting and awards. It's fucking annoying as shit.
Ponytail Derek from Perks of Being a Wallflower is in it. I love him.
No, do you?
I love him.
Do you love him?
He's great. Even though he beat her up in Perks of Being a Wallflower. That was bad. Ponytail Derek. Bad. Spoilers.
Everyone who's gonna watch Perks of Being a Wallflower has seen it.
It was a joke.
Perks of Being a Wallflower.
You're allowed to spoil
sucks.
something, like... How long after something... Does it depend what the movie is, you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, how long after Saw comes out can you spoil it?
People say you still can't spoil Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Like, you're still not supposed to spoil Breaking Bad.
But, like, before I watched Breaking Bad, I knew Walter was gonna die at the end.
You're not really supposed
to. My parents told me. I saw the last season of the show, the last scene of the show, when my parents were watching it when I was, like, how old was I? Like, in middle school, 6th grade,
it's kind of weird watching it in that way. You see the very end of it. So
and then, years later, I started watching it myself.
Hey, Eddie, did you remember the last scene?
Like, I remembered, like, what do you call it? Like, what the setup looked like, or what his surroundings look like. I don't remember any dialogue or anything, though.
I see.
Well, I do now, but I didn't at the time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's wild TV shows we got now. Wild entertainment we have. So many people say that, like, movies suck now and film is gone and film is dead. There's never been a better time for film right now. You are getting so much great film and so much great writing.
Now, it is getting, like, to be overhyped, but I truly think that Everything Everywhere All at Once was great. I think that movie was great.
Yeah, the movie was great. The movies are not great anymore. You need to go to, like, Korea for good movies. Our movies suck now. We don't really have that many good movies coming out anymore. You have a couple of the
remakes, like the Batman.
You have the remakes, and then
we need to stop remaking movies.
Yeah, we do. And a couple of the remakes every here and there, depending on the director. If you get a good director, you'll get a good remake.
But we don't need it. Like, I don't need to see a movie that I already know the plot of again, just because there's new actors and a few small changes. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so, but I didn't know.
Batman's different than that because there's so many different storylines in the Batman comics you
That's
can
the thing.
use.
You can't really predict what's going to happen in the Batman. There's so many different things that could happen in the Batman that it's hard.
When it comes to, like, remaking movies that are not based off, like, comics and that are just, like, you're just remaking. Like, if they ever remade Harry Potter in, like, 30 years, I'd be like, fuck off. Why are you remaking Harry Potter or The Hunger Games or something like that? Like, I don't know. Or, they remade fucking She's All That, which was a really good movie from 70s, 80s? I don't know. I saw it with my parents. I assume 80s. And they remade it with Addison Rae, and it's disturbing. Disturbing, disrespectful. The Victorious remake of The Breakfast Club was better. No, that was great. Victorious remake of The Breakfast Club was awesome. Have you seen that episode?
No.
Stop. It's awesome. The jokes they make.
Of The Breakfast Club. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
There's so many jokes that I just did not get as a kid because I hadn't watched The Breakfast Club. Yeah. And then I rewatched it and I was like, this is funny as fuck.
That whole show is so ridiculous.
I like that show a lot.
Those early...
They don't make kid shows like that anymore.
No, kid show... There was a kid show on Disney and at the dentist office, and it was just on, and it had some crazy animation. Really, like, surprisingly good animation. I was watching it, and there was no volume because it was the fucking dentist office, but I was looking over at it, and it looked not bad in any means. So I don't know.
But the plot lines might be shit.
Yeah, the plot lines might be fucking horrific.
Like,
that's the thing.
I don't get why they can't make good TV shows anymore.
I don't know.
For kids. Like, they're making great TV shows for adults.
Yeah,
but, like,
fantastic.
There used to be such good TV. Like, TV for kids that parents can still enjoy. One of the biggest reasons... this is a big deciding factor in me never wanting children. I could never watch these children shows that are on nowadays. I would make my child only watch shows from, like, the early 2000s
like
through, like, 2012.
Yeah.
Nothing before that. They're watching Gravity Falls every day.
Yeah. You're watching regular show.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, kid. You're not watching any of the shit your friends are watching because it sucks.
Yeah,
You'll thank me later.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty amazing, though, that we have TV shows that we've been watching since we were kids, and that I still thoroughly enjoy.
I wish I watched regular shows as a kid.
I know. The regular show's so good, it was so good as a kid.
I know that they're not, like, good in the way that, like, regular show is, but, like, Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place...
I can't.
Like, no, that shit
No,
was
that's
good,
good.
and I
That's
still
bad.
enjoy that
That's
shit.
bad.
You're just wrong.
No, you're wrong.
You compare that to kids shows nowadays, and you're just wrong. You're wrong.
They're better than they are today, but they're not.
Hannah Montana was so emotional. I don't care.
It's not Drake and Josh.
Hannah Montana was better than Drake and Josh.
Get the fuck out of this house.
But you think iCarly was better than Hannah? Actually, iCarly was better than Hannah Montana.
Shut the fuck up.
No, it wasn't.
Shut the fuck
Right?
up.
You have bad opinions on TV. First of all,
you're terrible.
You didn't watch Hannah Montana, so you can't have an opinion.
Because it's fucking horrific.
But like, if you did not watch it as a kid, you cannot tell me.
I was forced to watch it as a child.
So then you hate it because you were forced to watch it.
It's bad. You've shown me episodes. It's not good.
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong. It's a bad show.
Do you realize that's
Hannah
an
Montana
opinion?
is not good.
You're just wrong.
I'm not wrong.
You are.
No, it's not better than fucking iCarly.
There were the songs from Hannah Montana.
Who gives a fuck about the songs?
The songs were half the show. There was a song in almost every episode.
Who cares?
They were amazing music that kids do not get nowadays.
They're not amazing music.
The Hannah Montana to punk music pipeline. Very
They're not,
common.
They're
Very
not
common.
Queen, dude.
But
Relax.
no, the pipeline to get to Queen
Shut
is
up.
pretty short.
What?
Like, if I never watched Hannah Montana, I probably would not like Green Day. That's what I'm saying. That's not true. I think
Okay,
I like Green
shut
Day.
up.
My favorite movie.
You're talking out of your ass right now.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. Okay, we're gonna play a song by Hannah
No,
Montana.
we're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're gonna get copyright. We can't, actually.
Okay.
No, stop this madness you're talking
There's
about.
because it's not madness because the
This
way
is
the
insanity.
drum beats are and the way that instruments are used
This is
in her
madness.
songs.
Madness. You're crazy.
Well,
Madness.
so no, there's a reason why kids who watched regular show like rap now. I'm telling no, this is actually I've never thought about this until now, and I truly believe in what I'm saying right now.
What? Who doesn't listen to rap?
I mean, it's not my favorite genre. I listen to rap, of course, but it's not my favorite genre.
Okay, so you're telling me.
That punk is my favorite genre because of Hannah Montana.
And so everybody else that watched Hannah Montana as a child doesn't have rap as their favorite genre? That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, that's because of that one song she did with Enrique Iglesias.
Yo, shut the fuck up, bro. You're crazy right now. Do you see how crazy you are,
I
dude?
just wanted to eat some pirate's booty, but you didn't get it from me.
Well, and then you came on here and you were talking about how Hannah Montana is better than iCarly.
I redacted that. I said no, I don't think it's better than iCarly.
Okay.
It's still great. The movie is better than Nickelodeon had shit movies. Disney actually had good movies. I don't care. Name a good Nickelodeon movie.
The SpongeBob movie?
Which one?
The animated one?
The animated one was like 45
Fire.
minutes long.
Fire.
It was literally like a TV show episode. It was so short. When I was a kid, I thought it was so long. It's so short.
It's fire, though.
It is fire. It's so good.
So good.
It's fire. It's fire.
Good.
It's
The
fun as
crusty
fuck.
pizza?
It's the...
Oh, wait, no, that's not
Yeah,
that
that's
from
not it.
What did
the
they sing?
movie-
They sang a thing on the way to the
They sang something. I don't know. I just remember when they rode on David Hasselhoff's back hair. That was funny as fuck.
David Hasselhoff.
What? It was David Hasselhoff, right? That was funny as fuck. How did they get David Hasselhoff to do that? Were they just like, dude, like you gotta be in SpongeBob, dude. Like you gotta do it.
And he's like running in slow motion on the beach.
That's so funny. But literally, Nickelodeon had no good movies. Going back to my original point, I've seen some of the Nickelodeon movies. The best one was called Rags, and it was mid. It was the male version of Cinderella.
That's fucking hilarious.
No, actually, that movie was funny as fuck. There were these two twins in the movie. They were funny as fuck.
Who?
The stupid movie I watched with Keke Palmer in it on Nickelodeon. Keke Palmer's the girl in the new Jordan Peele movie.
Oh. Yeah, I don't pay attention to any.
Oh my god, True Jackson VP was such a good show, and no one from our generation watched it.
Who? What now?
It's so good because it was before it came out before I was born, so no one I know like watched it, but I watched it because my parents had the DVDs.
So you were a cool kid.
Yeah, it was about this girl, and basically she just gets promoted to VP at a fashion place. What do you call it?
Fashion place? A fashion show?
No, like a designer's place where fashion people where the bitch worked in The Devil Wears Prada. Like, I don't know, like a fashion company. She got promoted to VP of as like a teenager in high school, and that's the premise of the show.
Oh wow, that's a pretty crazy show.
Crazy.
That's wild.
Product 5, yeah.
I'm hooked. I'm watching it right now.
That's good. You know it wasn't that good? Zoe 101. And I liked it so much as a kid, but I don't like it rewatching it.
I don't think I ever really watched that show. Ever.
Degrassi, though. They don't make shows like Degrassi no more. Tell me another show where you can watch Drake get shot. Come on.
I would love to watch Drake get shot.
No, but
in
he's a little
wheelchair.
kid, so it makes you feel bad for him. Because it's not Drake. That's not Drake. That's Aubrey Graham. Audrey.
It's
Drake.
Audrey?
Audrey? What's his name? There's
How do you not know Drake's TV
There are
show
two
character
people.
name?
That's not his character. That's his name in real life. Drake's real name.
No, it's not. His real name in life is Drake.
No, it is not. His middle name's Drake. His real name's Aubrey or Audrey. There's someone named Aubrey Graham and someone named Audrey Graham. One of them is a plus-size model, and one of them is Drake's real name, and I always get them mixed up. I'm gonna look it up.
He's the plus-size model's name, for sure.
You know. It's Aubrey. That's Drake. Drake is Aubrey.
His name is Aubrey?
Mm-hmm. It's because he's Canadian.
Well, what a fucking loser name, dude.
It's so crazy because no one else from that show got really famous except Drake. Drake got crazy famous, and like no one else in that show even got really famous in acting.
Yeah. Drake.
But Drake, bro. Drake. It's Drake.
When is he gonna go into his hole or die?
Like, right, dude.
Can you just go away?
You remember when he hid his baby from the world?
Or like made good music?
No.
Do you remember when he did that?
No.
That was pretty crazy.
He had some bangers. But most of his bangers have really good features in them, too.
Yeah.
Is the thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I think Drake even knows he's better in small doses.
He is better in small doses.
Yes.
He's better when the chorus is Rihanna.
Yes. Yes. His early stuff, though, is still way fucking better than his new stuff.
Dude,
like, I don't even want to hear
I don't know
it.
what he's doing. Like,
I
legit, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you... Like, even that, like, Kiki, Do You Love Me from, like, a couple years ago. Fucking ass. I didn't like that song.
That song was so fucking
It was
annoying.
so annoying.
It's so fucking
All the videos
annoying.
of people on Instagram fucking doing the challenge. Like, shut up. I don't care.
Yeah, the challenge.
Like, where they
It's
would
just
get out of their
so-
car. It was so... Like, what are you fucking doing?
I remember Andy would say we should do like a Kiki challenge at like really horrific places. So he would be like,
in the middle of, like, poverty.
he would be like, let's go on a train track and wait for a train to come, and then let's do the Kiki challenge. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? And then you get hit by a train.
That would be fucked up.
Or you like go on the top of the Empire State Building, and then I push you, and on the way down you do the Kiki challenge. So on the way down you're like, Kiki, do you love? And then you hit the ground and you die.
That would be so fucked up.
Would it though?
Yeah.
Why? You did the Kiki challenge.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you running?
We have some. What are you doing? We have some of the most weird challenges on the internet ever of all time.
Yeah, like, what? There are no more, like, viral challenges, though, I feel like.
No, because they're all just TikTok trends.
Yeah, but, like, even, like, the TikTok trends don't last very long. Like, do you remember how long the ASL Ice Bucket Challenge went on?
Yeah.
That was, like, years.
I remember when we were able to get together and do a trend that was for positivity.
Yeah.
At time. And now it's Kiki, and then we have this
You
that weird
want that beat?
we have that weird trend where they just show each other their phones. in a video. Like, they'll say, like, a category. The hottest guy,
it's like
snap.
worst guy in the school. Like, dude, and then they literally want people to pause it and see it to create drama. Like, there are accounts on TikTok dedicated to screenshotting it and duetting it and posting the screenshot.
I just fucking can't, dude. That shit's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Like,
I can't. It's so ridiculous. It's so stupid. Anything else?
Anything else?
Yeah, do you want to wrap this up?
We'll wrap it up.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good episode. Do you have any other thoughts?
Better than our last one, for sure.
Is it, though?
Yeah, you didn't think it was?
I don't know.
Okay.
Was it? Was it not?
I guess we'll go now.
We'll go.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Episode 76, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Goodbye.